Hello, hello, hello again, and welcome to our next question. So last time we talked about what is a trust, and we discussed that a little bit. And now I want to get into that second backup question that I often get when it comes to trust, and that is, isn't it only for rich people? You have to have a net worth of so much money. I really don't have a lot. So you've probably heard people say that when it comes to trusts. And that's not the approach, and that's not necessarily true, that we take here at Ralston Law. We let you decide what's the best route and if the trust is the best route, okay? But it has nothing to do with how much you own or might own or your net worth or anything like that. It's really about keeping your family out of court and conflict, and thinking about what your family's going to have to go through after you're gone, okay? So if you leave a will or no trust, we've already talked about the fact that you're going to have to go to probate court in most cases. How if you utilize a trust and everything is done properly, your family can avoid the probate court. Things are much more immediate, they're private, and things like that. We never make a judgment call, and doesn't necessarily have to do with what you have. And I always say to them, you don't know how much money you're going to have when you pass. You don't know if when you pass, why or how you're going to pass. We don't know that in advance. We don't know if it's going to be that you were crossing the street and got hit by a New Jersey Transit bus. If you slipped and fell and hit your head and it caused you brain damage. We don't know if you're going to be involved, God forbid, in a mass shooting. If you're going to go in for a routine procedure or routine surgery and something goes wrong. A lot of those things, what can happen is now your estate is going to file a wrongful death or some sort of lawsuit. And that settlement will be part of your estate. So you may be actually worth more than you think you are, okay? So that's why we don't consider net worth, because we don't know what your net worth is going to be, okay, when starting the trust. The other thing is, we discuss, do you want it to be easier for your family to move forward, to keep things going, to keep things being paid, to keep your family being taken care of? That's another reason for the trusts. If you want to make sure that the money doesn't have to go in the hands of the court if you have minor children, or have court decision making when it comes to the money, or having whoever is the guardianship of the estate or the conservator of the estate having to prove to the court that they're not squandering the money, that they're taking care of it. We want to make sure that that's all good. So, no, you don't have to be rich to have a trust. You don't have to be a certain net worth to have a trust. What you need to have a trust is education on how it's going to help you and your family, and your decision as to whether or not that's the best route to go. But we're not going to make up that decision for you. That's going to be completely your decision. Our job is, once you make the decision, to make sure that the trust is drafted in the best way possible to protect you and your family and keep them out of court and conflict should something happen. So I hope that answers your question. If you have any further questions on this topic, reach out to me at ralstonlawestateplanning.com. And I look forward to speaking with you in the future. Thank you.